So why you just can't drink it out the tap? Because I know you were raised in the projects.
Yes.
You probably used to drink out the water hose, and now it has to come out of a Brita filter.
Well, first of all, we didn't have a water hose. We just drunk straight out the spigot.
Oh, wow. Just bent your head under like
You had to do the taco neck and drink the water out
under.
the spigot. My friends had water hoses, but sometimes, the water be too hot in the water hoses. You gotta let it run through.
Yeah, true.
Didn't you have a frog or something come out of the water hose when you was young?
A lizard.
A lizard.
It scared the mess out of me.
That's why we have to have filtered water now. What are you drinking?
Hi guys, welcome to a new episode of Sip and Share.
Sip, sip, and share. Sip and share. Sip, sip, and share. Let's go.
Sip, sip, and share. Sip, 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 and share.
We just turned this into a real life club. I think the audience is ready.
But I was, last week I tried chopped and screwed. You said I was doing that wrong. So I said, maybe my DJ version.
Paul Wall called me and he said that was not chopped and screwed. He said that was sliced and unscrewed.
Well, I used to be a DJ. DJ Sweet Tea,
DJ
DJing up in the church and
Tea.
stuff. I was DJing on my little machine.
Drop something.
I ain't got nothing to drop it out.
A real DJ just make music.
You know what? Next time we'll get a turntable and I'm gonna go to work on
Y'all heard it here. DJ Sweet Tea in the house.
On the mic. 1, 2.
What?
Anyway, babe.
What are we talking about?
Well, I guess before we talk about the subject matter, I need to know what you're sipping on.
Oh, good point. I am living off the resource that can be hard to find in some locations.
True.
It is some amazing, high quality H2O water from our Brita filter. It tastes great. We're hydrated. What are you drinking?
So why you just can't drink it out the tap? Because I know you were raised in the projects.
Yes.
You probably used to drink out the water hose, and now it has to come out of a Brita filter.
Well, first of all, we didn't have a water hose. We just drunk straight out the spigot.
Oh, wow. You just bent your head under like
You had to do the taco neck and drink the water out
under.
the spigot. My friends had water hoses, but sometimes, the water be too hot in the water hoses. You gotta let it run through.
Yeah, true.
Didn't you have a frog or something come out of the water hose when you was young?
A lizard.
A lizard.
It scared the mess out of me.
That's why we had to have filtered water now. What are you drinking?
I am drinking on the absolute same thing.
Water. High quality H2O.
Yes.
Y'all saw how hard I was laughing a few minutes ago? There's no alcoholic beverage in this cup. I'm just happy and high off of life. I told you guys that.
High off life.
Who hold life like that?
I mean, last week you said I'm breathing in life or I'm sucking in life or something. But
what are we talking about?
Anywho, today we are talking about a topic. Lord have mercy. I know some of y'all.
It's in all of your homes.
Went to bed mad at each other off this one.
Yep.
Some of y'all have rearranged your plans off this one. Some of y'all have just flipped the table on this one.
Yep. Literally.
Figuring out
where
place
to eat. Man, what we gonna call this episode? Hangry?
I don't know. Well, it's not hangry necessarily.
I've seen you hangry, so you can't tell me you haven't been hangry. It's hungry and angry all at the same time.
Yeah, but figuring out where to eat doesn't necessarily deal with the hangry part. That may come along the way.
It makes me hangry because I am a quick decision maker, and it's kind of like, what are our options? What's the best one? Let's pick one. And when we go in a round robin circle about where you want to eat, oh my goodness, somebody's got to please tell me you're on my side on this one.
Well, right now we don't have to deal with that because we're on a Daniel's fast.
Oh my God, yeah. As you can see, I'm wasting away, man. Daniel, find Daniel. Tell Daniel that I'm hungry. What is a Daniel fast?
Well, here's
Let the people know what a Daniel fast is.
Daniel is a person from the Bible, a biblical individual.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, I don't want the food that the king was serving everybody else. He ate the raw vegetables and fruit and just the natural things from the land. And he was able to do more and be stronger and just uphold way more than the people who had the choice food of the king.
Okay.
So I feel, in a sense, being on the Daniel fast for me, it has worked in the same way that it worked for Daniel.
Okay.
I have more energy.
Ooh.
I'm able to do more,
Ooh.
think clearer.
Ooh.
My stomach, my gut feel pretty good there.
How long we been doing
and
this?
know your gut feel good because I have to buy tissue like every other day.
Daniel didn't tell us we was gonna be going to the bathroom so often.
Beans.
I'm not gonna lie. I will agree with you. I feel better. I feel like I have a lot more energy. I feel like my mind is more clear. We've been doing it like 4 days now, 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
We're doing this for 7 days. That's part of the reason why I have some high quality, hard to find H2O in my cup. But yeah, I will say it has been very beneficial. And, I might try to adopt some of those Daniel fast habits and integrate them into, day-to-day life. Minus the, whatever's in my cup part.
Definitely. So right now, it's not that hard for us to choose what we want to eat or where we want to eat because it's hard to go out to eat when you're on a fast like that. So most of the things I have to think in advance. That is one of the things I say. If you're going to go on a fast, think in advance, plan in advance so that you don't get frustrated or give up on your dedication towards it, right?
That's right.
So we don't really have to think about that today, but yeah. We go out, we have date nights. We just have nights where I'm like, hey, I'm not going to cook. And oftentimes the question is, well, what do you want to eat?
Oh, my goodness. You guys know there's this movie out there called Hustle and Flow. And there's this one scene where the guy that's kind of, the pimp, I just call him what it is, the pimp in the movie, he was trying to talk to one of his lady friends, and he was asking her something. And he's like, what do you want? She's like, I don't know. He's like, what do you want? She's like, I don't know, but I want something. That's how I feel every single time. I left out the explicatives, but every single time we try to find a place to eat, I feel like that's the scenario in our car. What do you want? I don't know, but I want something.
I got something for him, y'all. Because here's the thing. I am the chef for our family.
That is true.
I feel like the little red hen. I go get the groceries.
Get it.
I take out the groceries.
Well, I help you.
I prepare. Well, you don't put them away, but that's my choice because you'll have this where it shouldn't be. But anyway.
The little red hen got to accept help.
Well, back to the... Can the little red hen tell her story? I don't want help right now.
That sounds like a lonely red hen.
So I get the groceries. I place them where they need to go. He does help me get them out the car and things like that.
Thank you. Credit.
And I prepare our meals.
Yes.
In preparing our meals, most of the time that does not come with the question, what do you want to eat?
Because I just eat it.
It comes with, I think of, what are we eating today?
That's true.
And I prepare it.
Right.
So I feel like on the occasion, because we eat more in than we do out.
Yes, that's true.
Why should the burden be upon me when I've already spent all this time every single day figuring out breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks?
Ooh, this is unscripted, y'all, but guess what? I'm ready. I came ready. I came. So you know what? You bring about some very valid points. However, I think the difference is all the great things that you do and that you just said you did, amazing. And I try to make sure I tell you I appreciate you for that all the time. But how great does it also feel to have a husband to just sit down and just eat what you place in front of him?
I mean, that's great, but it's good. It ain't like I'm placing crap in front of you.
That's true, but it's not like you have to say, what do you want to eat today over and over and over again? I just eat what you prepare. When we go out to eat, if you were to choose the place that I offered the first, the second, the third, the fourth, or the fifth time, one of them gotta be the right choice. About the second or third time, I start going, okay.
All right. So, okay. I got so I'm ready. All right, throw me in the game. So, all right. So you might suggest a place, but okay, let's say that I just cooked spaghetti And we ate off, y'all, if you ever need a food to last and you on a budget, spaghetti. We like to travel, so we eat a lot of spaghetti.
Right.
Well, me with a different meat, him with the regular meat.
You don't eat
and so
you said different meat isn't yours is none.
Well, plant-based.
Right, plant-based.
Yeah. And so with him, okay, it's time to go out to eat. You want to go to this Italian place? So it's like, I'm just giving y'all a scenario, right? So I may have cooked a certain cuisine and then he picks the cuisine that we've already been eating all freaking week or a couple of days.
It's edible.
But that's the thing, like you don't put, like there's no thought into, well, we've been eating this a lot, so now let's choose this.
That's valid. But at the same time, like music, there's only so many genres you can choose from. If I go through Italian, Asian, soul food, Mexican food, I'm kind of Mediterranean. I'm running out of options here. I mean, MREs, I don't know. You got meals ready to eat. Y'all know what they are. No. You got to pick something. Sometimes, and you know what gets me the most? Here's what gets me the most. When we're sitting somewhere, because sometimes I'll just be like, I'm just going to pull over right here. Because there's nothing worse than we're driving around in a circle. Or I'll just sit in the driveway and be like, hey, I'll back out when we kind of settle in on a place to eat. But there's nothing worse than when the person that's hungry gets angry that they're not eating. You get mad at yourself. I've given you some options. Choose one. I will drive there. We will sit down and we will eat. It's like, I don't know. I mean, we got to pick something. Come on. I always think of everything. It's your stomach. Me, I said I can go to McDonald's and be okay. That's my choice.
Wow. McDonald's, really? You gonna oh, okay, that's my DJ equipment. You don't have imaginary DJ equipment. But yeah, I mean, valid. Yes, I do get hangry. I haven't really seen him hangry. I've seen him kind of famished, but not ever hangry. Yeah. I don't know. Is that a woman's thing? Because my daughter, like, she talks about it. I know other women who talk about it, but I don't know other than Snickers commercial where they're like, time for a Snickers.
Man, sometimes I wish I could just pull one out and be like, here, eat this. Woo.
But see, there's a lot of things for me. I take into consideration, have I had that cuisine lately? I take into consideration, are they going to have things that I can eat at that restaurant? Because I don't eat a lot of different types of meat or different type of things anymore.
The second point I can sign off on.
I also look at, okay, is the restaurant he picking out one that is within the budget this week? Because like I said, we budget. I'm very frugal because of plans that we have made for the future. So there's a lot. I think men don't understand, or I think where women and men are a little different is women are going through not just, where do I want to eat? But it might be so many different factors of us trying to break down, where do I want to eat?
So are you saying, because we're trying to be gender neutral here, but for the most part, are you saying that women overthink things? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying we overthink things. I think, well, if you want to, that's a whole nother episode. I'm just going to say we think things through.
Oh, wait a minute. That sounds like a pew in reverse. What are you trying to say? You think things through. Here's the thing. My stomach doesn't care what the restaurant name is, what cuisine they serve. My stomach cares that you put some sustenance in it. Why do we eat? We eat to live. Like, we don't eat to whatever, just for whatever. You know what I mean?
I'm going to tell you now, if I'm going to spend a hard-earned dollar on something, it's got to be good.
No, I agree with you.
So, you even know we have created a code word.
Yeah.
That when we pick somewhere to eat,
yeah.
If we walk in there and one of us is like, nah, we actually say a word and then we leave. We have sat down and called that word out.
We had eaten at a restaurant here locally that someone gave us a gift card for. So it was free $99. Obviously, again, I like to spend money but save money at the same time. So I was like, hey, man, I'm burning to burn this thing. Let's go ahead and go check this place out. It wasn't much longer after we sat down. We're just like, yeah, this ain't it. But, we kind of picked through the food. And I didn't mean to respond that way because I'm going to go ahead and then pew to myself. No, I am picky where I eat. No, I'm picky where I eat and I'm picky what I eat. I'm very picky on those two things. So growing up the way I grew up, you
Traditional.
would think that that's not the case. But I can quickly decide where I'm going to eat. But once I get there, I'm picky about the venue and things like that. But when we were at this restaurant, the lady, we had some money left over on the gift card, and she basically said, "And do you want me to save this, or are you guys going to come back?" And I said, "Probably not."
No, you didn't. You didn't say it that nice. You said, "No, we ain't come back."
No, I didn't say that.
You said
I
something
remember
more
specifically saying
like,
it was specifically probably not. I know for a fact
baby,
that I
it
said
was
it.
very like.
And so ultimately, I cleaned it up because we always try to be super nice and kind to people. That's just our thing. I cleaned it up and I basically said, "Hey, you know what? Just take the rest that's left and add it for a tip." And
So she got a
and
big
she
tip
she
that
received
day.
it well. She's like, "Oh, well, thank you." Interesting enough, my wife sent me just 2 days ago a message that restaurant just announced they're closing down. So, we are pretty good people to observe what it looks like in a place. So
So picking where to eat, you can throw out anything. So especially if you're like us and you're very transient, and you're moving to different areas, more frequently than not,
right.
it is very hard to say where you want to eat.
Yeah.
And for me, I walk away now. You're hangry. And then hangry plus walking away done spent money.
Oh,
that the food wasn't good.
I don't know what to call that. What would you call that?
That's like the monster. It's like, what is this, Dr. Jekyll and
Mr. Hyde?
Oh, yes. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Boy, let that happen to me. I'm like, man, we have left somewhere. And I will say, I did rely on the old traditional McDonald's. I was like, stop me over here. I'm finna get me some nuggets. They said they done made it all white meat. It's all breast. It ain't horses and all that stuff no more, whatever it was supposed to be. So I went over there. I got me some nuggets. I told them I want some fries, no salt, so that they was fresh and hot. And that was my meal for the night because I was like over it. I was totally over it. So there's been several times that we leave a restaurant and then I have to go to a whole nother place and get something to eat.
I know for a fact that it's not us. It's not just us. I know this impacts every single person that's out there watching or listening in your relationships. This is a common discussion that happens all the time. And I'm just trying to figure out why. Somebody help me understand why. I've seen memes of a skeleton sitting behind a steering wheel saying me waiting for my wife to decide where she wants to eat. And I'm trying to figure out the decisiveness part, right? Like, why can that not be quicker? I also saw a meme because, this is another topic. Why wouldn't you ask your lovely bride where they want to eat? The initial response is, because we skirted around that, I don't care. So, from the moment you we should have started with that. When the moment you tell me I don't care, that means wherever I pick, as long as it's good for you, as far as meat or not meat, then whatever first option it is, you should be okay because you just said, I don't care. So it goes like this. What do you want to eat? I don't care. All right, let's get some pizza. Oh, we just had pizza the other night. Okay. Let's do some Italian food. I'm not in the mood for Italian food. Let's do some Mexican. Oh, I might have heartburn today. It's something you just told me. I don't care. I saw somebody's meme and I was like, I saved it in my phone. And it said, I finally found the restaurant that my wife has been wanting to eat at for so long. And it was a restaurant called I Don't Care. And he pulled up and took her there. We go there every time we try to figure out where we're going to eat.
No, we haven't.
Help me understand that.
I think that I have been doing a way better job of saying like, hey, we're going to X restaurant tonight. You cannot say that I have not been doing that a little bit more of saying, hey, we're going to go to X.
Yeah, the preliminary thinking that she does, yes, when she thinks about it in advance. But, I mean, we know dinner time is coming. So...
yeah, I think it's the days that we go on a whim and just don't plan. And sometimes women or whoever, let me stop. Stop being gender roles because the man might cook in there or two men
Absolutely.
Or whatever.
I don't cook.
And so,
I can't cook. So.
Or two women, whatever.
Yeah,
so here's the thing. Whoever is the person that does the cooking for the house, that the majority of the cooking for the house, sometimes you just feel like, I'm done thinking. Yep. But like we're going to need dinner for today, but you're done thinking,
I completely
right?
get that.
And so that's where I think we get into trouble is when I'm done thinking, I'm done planning the meals. And that's why I love it.
Yeah.
I love when we go on vacation.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this. If the primary cook / chef in the house has to use a lot of brain power to make those meals happen all the time. When the other person comes through and says, I'm deciding where we're going tonight, so you don't have to think, why did you not just take the first option that person gives you?
Well, again, like I said, I'm thinking about what have I already eaten.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about the price point.
Okay.
Is it matching our budget for this week? Because don't lie, sometimes we spend a grip at certain restaurants. And then I'm also thinking about the availability of foods. So there are various things that come into play for me when thinking of a restaurant. Now, I don't mean to be difficult. I don't think it's been put upon the gender of women. So that's what I'm going to say. I don't think any women tend to be difficult. I think that we're just thinking about, well, I was going to cook tacos tomorrow. And if we go here, or we just had this, but if we go here, then we can't go out for breakfast or brunch with them tomorrow. So I think it's like, it's not, like I said, it's not about the place we're eating. I think it's a lot about, like, okay, what have we had? What will we be having? What is this in our budget this week? Is it not? Will they have things that I don't know? Maybe other people, I don't know. Hey, y'all tell me what goes on in your mind that you can't
tell us
a definitive answer of where to go.
Please
eat.
Tell us that. And I think that even honestly, your explanation it really just kind of helped me, right? We're trying to help close this divide. We want to help educate, inform, but have fun at the same time.
Yeah.
So the way that you just explained it to me, I said, okay, I get it. While you were talking, I was like, I get it now. Now, that's me trying to meet halfway across the aisle, like a politician would be. On the other half, I'm trying to invite the other side, regardless of your gender, to come across to say, I also understand how that could be frustrating to you. Can you repeat that into the mic? So
I just said,
I just want you to repeat it into the mic, though.
No, because I said, if you go back and rewind, this is like one of them commercials where they say replay. I just said, I understand that we do not make a decisive.
No, but you didn't say what I said. I understand how that can be frustrating
for the
other person. Well, you ain't really that
hungry. It's mainly me that end up getting hungry.
I get frustrated, which makes me hungry. My stomach starts getting a little rumbly in my tumbly.
But you know what? I'm just you said it's not about what you eat. It's just about sustenance. So I'm gonna make sure, and when I'm cooking, that it's not about what you're eating anymore.
We're gonna edit that. We're gonna edit that part out. I'll take that back. What else we want to talk about?
I don't know. I think that's the roundabout. It's just, I think it goes into the different way of thinking, and that, for instance, it's been said that on this side of the fence is very impulsive. So it's quick. It's just like, this is what we're going to do, and this is why we're going to do it. And then this side of the fence. So I think it lies within that foundation of thinking. So something that's easy as, where do we want to eat? I feel like the underlying layer is the way we think.
I love your explanation of that. It's just the way that particular person thinks, and the other side is the way that they receive it and the way they think in return, because they may have a lack of understanding of what's going on inside the brain of the opposite party. Yeah. Is that fair enough to say?
Yeah, it's fair enough to say. And I will say that I do understand your frustrations. And so that's why I have tried to be more proactive in saying, hey, babe, we're going to try this new restaurant, or looking at Yelp and things like that in advance. But I will say, I do want you, or like, I'm speaking for everybody that is the primary planner for the meals of the home. It makes us feel so good to be catered to sometimes.
I can imagine.
To get away from that thinking. And that's why I always tell you, when we're on a cruise, I ain't got to think about it. All I got to do is show up. When we go to the all-inclusive soon, I ain't got to think about it. All I got to do is show up, right? You ask me, what do I want for my birthday, Valentine's Day? You ask me all those things. It's always surrounded by, you cook and plan the meals for me. And he did a fabulous job on my birthday. I think birthday, was it, or Mother's Day? One of them. It was pretty good.
Hey,
charcuterie board son, and everything.
Might have to post a picture of that out there.
I was like, this dude.
Hey, listen, you offer me a challenge, man. I'm gonna step up. So I think that understanding, I think it's important too, to just kind of also know each other, kind
Mhm.
of get to know each other a little bit, because within my particular bride, I can see and say, hey, I think she's getting a little burned out, right? And so
A
you know
little
that
hungry.
that automatically takes me to a level to say I need to step in and do X, Y, Z. Whether I'm good or great at it doesn't matter, but you know you just got to know your partner. And at the end of the day, just whatever you do, don't let it cause an argument.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't let it cause an argument.
Don't let it cause that this was supposed to be date night and now we just swing by fast food and go
Yep.
home
And
and
you all
call it a day.
dressed up and you're just like, man, we're going out tonight, and boom, boom, you get in the car, can't decide. I'm like, whatever.
Hey, I ain't gonna say no names, but this person. So, and you know what? This is not a question just between couples. It's even when you're like in groups. I'm not gonna say this person's name,
Oh, I don't even
but
know
I
who you're
want
talking
to tell y'all this. We were in a group setting. And we were all like, what do we want to eat tonight? And we had kind of decided like,
I know
oh
who you're
yeah,
talking
let's
about.
get some wings and pizza. And then when we started to calculate the cost, and I was like, okay, so everybody got to put in this much because of the wings, the amount that we needed. Everybody was like, whoo, that's a pretty penny.
Mhm.
So I think that one person must have really wanted them wings. He must have really wanted them wings. I mean, they must have really wanted them wings. And so this person, even though they were hungry, they decided, I'm just going to bed.
They got so mad
Didn't eat.
of
Didn't
the lack
eat.
of decision.
They punished themselves.
So mad at the lack of decision that they said, you know what, y'all can't decide. I'm just going to bed.
I'm going
And it
to
was
bed.
terrible because everybody was like, all right, well, you're just going to hurt yourself. Right?
Yeah,
So you just go to bed hungry. Don't get to that point, man.
And I tried to tell their significant other, still, give them something, because all of us just went to various restaurants. We just ended up saying, hey, we're gonna split up, go where you want to go, bring the food back here.
Right.
And I said, hey, why don't you get that person something to eat? They just
they decided to go to bed.
So you know who ate all the breakfast that next morning.
I feel that person's pain though, man.
You know who ate the
For
breakfast.
you quick decision makers out there, I get it. What's my options? What's the best one? Pick one, move out.
Yeah.
But I get the other side too. All the things and all the factors, analytical thinkers and things like that. Sometimes your stomach just gets a little impatient.
Yeah, definitely. So, baby, I have one last question before we leave.
Oh, Lord.
What you want to eat?
What's today? Saturday? Well, I tell you what, if I wasn't on this fast, I know what I would eat. Until next time, y'all. Yeah. Stay hydrated. H2O. Sip and share. Sip and share. Let's go.
Sip and share.
Y'all take care.
And share.
Eat. What y'all gonna eat tonight? What y'all eating on tonight?
We out.
We out.